What's going on, y'all? VNCZ3 here, coming back at you with another Lord's Mobile Game Guide. And if you like what you hear and what you see in the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for your continued support. It really does mean the world to me. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this episode. I'm going to be covering relics and smart things to do with them. I'm also going to talk a little bit about resources and why I prefer a core base might over a military strength might, okay? Let's go ahead and start off with the relics. Guys, simply put, whenever you want to build, you want to get to level 40 before you start making relics, okay? Don't get suckered into it. A lot of people have already done it, where they go here, they go to the relics, and they say, ooh, I'm level 20, let me go ahead and make this pirate's eye patch, and then they spend all these resources to make this eye patch happen, and sure enough, it gives you the construction speed and the research speed. That's really nice to have at level 9, but realistically you're not going to get to that mythic grade anytime soon. And look at this basic version, not even 1%. Next version, 2.5. Anyways, guys, all I'm trying to say here is that for those resources, these higher level pieces, for instance, the Sentinel Circlet, you need one of the linens, you needed that back at the previous one, but it's going to give you 25% construction speed. Okay, forget about the other pieces, think about the construction speed, okay? You get 2 to 3 of those, and and 2 to 3 of these lunar flutes as well, okay? Lunar flutes are going to give you 26% research speed. Now, every time you do a research, okay, you go just like this to your main character, let's go like this to your player profile or whatever you call this, and then you push this, and then you just hit the equip. And then you go to the next one, and you equip your other lunar flute. Now you have 2 lunar flutes on. Look at your stats. Research speed 137. Let's take them off. Okay. Put these circlets on. Oh no, sorry about that. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, now we're only at 116. So that's what you do. You just equip these just like so. Now, okay, now that I have the higher percentage, let me go to my research right here to my academy, and then now I will research. Okay. And then click whatever research you're going to go do. And then you do this number right here. You click that off. I put on my sacred badge because I like the passive gain that I get from it. I get the ore production, the stone production, and the timber production permanently as long as this is equipped. Okay, then I go ahead and equip like a sentinel circlet or something because I build way more buildings than I do research for the time being. Because I don't have the legendary grade of the other stuff. So, but look, I got my research and my construction done, level 1s and level 2s of them. But yeah, guys, that's something you need to do, and you need to get in the habit of doing, is anytime you try to do something, you equip that set of armor for your relics to increase the times, to give you a benefit to it. And then you can equip whatever you want to, your lay-around armor or whatever. If you have like a whole army defense set, put that back on. There's no harm. That's just something you guys need to get in the habit of doing. Now, talking about relics, okay, these are the relics that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the Frostwing Shield when I'm not using these Vice Grips, okay? Go to the iFan. See the Vice Grips, the research at 5%? That's the only reason why I would have them, and they're super easy to make. I mean, the resources are super easy to make. And yeah, I'm going to be making maybe up to a legendary grade. I may make the blue grade, which is the rare version of it. I may make that. But I'm kind of meh. I'm actually leaning towards the Frostwing Shield. In fact, I'm actually making one as we speak. I've got 18 minutes left on it. So, yeah, that's something you need to take into consideration is what kind of armor are you going to be wearing? Are you going to be one of those people who like to make a bunch of armor? Or are you going to be one of those people who like to make a ton of, one set? I don't know. Just think about that for a second, guys, before you get into, making all your armor and being set into your ways. Because, unfortunately, your relics, you can break them after you've made them, but you can only get like 1 resource back from it. So that's the super unfortunate part. I just happen to like the Frostwing Shield because of the army defense, army max HP, and the wall defense boost. There's other offhands that are better, guys. Don't get me wrong. I mean, let's not click on the event. Let's go to the offhands. Okay, the Crusader Shield, infantry attack, ranged attack, siege attack. It's really good, guys. It's really, really good. I just prefer the two things here. Army defense and army max HP are both applied to everybody in your army. Okay, that's something you need to remember. when you do this. This right here is very specific, the Crusader shield. Even though it adds the attack, it doesn't add it to your whole army base, and that's just why I'm going to be using the Frostwing shield. Helmet-wise, I'm going to be using the Frostwing helm. Unfortunately, it requires Frostwing hearts, okay? So I am settling with the helmet that I'm wearing currently, which is the Sacred Helmet. I'm not trying to build any more helmets until I can get more Frostwing hearts. For the chest pieces, the Regal Plate Mail is absolutely amazing. I like it quite a bit. The Odysseus armor is also really good. It gives you the construction speed. But I like the 14% army capacity and the army HP over the other. The Frostwing armor is also really good, by the way. The infantry attack, range attack, and siege attack is also really good. A lot of players, though, are making this cavalry mail, and I'm telling you guys, it's a big waste. I mean, unless you have resources to burn, because you have to use all of these resources to make this piece of armor when you do need them for other pieces. Now, here's the other thing, too. People are using the amethyst boots. They're saying, well, I'm going to go all of the construction and research speed, these 1 or 2%, yada, 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 and then they're not going to have enough resources later down in the game to make the attack armor, like I'm currently making right now. And then they got to play catch up on that one. They're like, well, trading this for that, it's whatever. It all plays out in the end. But realistically, it doesn't. It really doesn't. So I like the cavalry attack and the ranged attack at 4.5%. That's really nice. But that army defense, though, at 10% is super sweet, guys. There's no other kind of piece of gear that offers that at that higher percentage. So 10%, I'll take it. Main hands, I'm actually going to be trying to make this Frostwing Greatsword, but it takes 4 hearts. That's super expensive, guys. 3% for level 1, 6% for level 2, 9, and then as you can see here, the higher you go up, you're trying to get to this the Mythic Grade version, and the Mythic Grade version is absolutely retarded. But until then, I'm completely content using the Sacred Sword because it gives me a 10% increase in construction and 5% attack to all of my troops. So you go here. Infantry, range, cavalry, gives everything but siege, basically, 5%. So it's not too bad. Hopefully I'm not losing everybody here. And then you go into the boots like I covered. Main weapons, offhands, like I said. I'm going to be making the Frostwing shield because of the army defense and army max HP. Only reason why I'm doing it. The infantry, ranged, and siege attack for the Crusader shield is really nice, but in my opinion, just not worth it. I have vice grips equipped currently, but once this Frostwing's done making, I will probably exclusively just use it because I don't want to. It doesn't cost anything to switch out your armor here and there, but it's just not that big of a change. Like it's 1.5%, and I can deal without that. So yeah, I'll be using the Frostwing. That's my dealio there. So let me think here. Yeah, don't forget when you build, use like this right here. I built the mainer here. I just went to my accessories and equipped my sentinel circlets. And then I built, and then I take off this green one, put on my sacred badge, because whenever I collect player EXP, or I sweep, or I do any of those things, I want to make sure that I have max player EXP on, because levels are super important in this game, like I was saying earlier, because I need more talent points. I really do. I need to get my training 1 done after I get my training 2 done, so I need 2 points, 2... 3, 4, 5. I need 5 points to even spend anything in the training speed 1, and then I need 15 points. So basically 20 points is what I need altogether, and I will get that at like level 46 or 47, maybe 48 even. And then after that, like I said, I'll go ahead and put whatever I want in there. I'll probably go down and get the gold production, because that's really smart to do. Any of the points I have left over, just kind of get this gathering, and then get the food production, timber, yada yada yada, and then get the gold production 3 instead of the gold production 1 and the gold production 2, because look, it's 32%, and then if you go down to the next one, 32 plus 48 is 81. But if you can get this gold production 3 at 50 points, guys, look, 288%. So I made the smart choice of getting the training speed 2 all the way down at 72% right now, instead of getting the training speed 1, which I could have maxed, but it would have only given me 30%, and I would have gotten so many points into the training speed 2. let's see here. If I minused 20 points off this, I'd be at 12. 12 was only 12%. 12% plus 13, it's 42%. I would only have had 42% into troop training, but instead I've got 72, and that'll go all the way up to 92% here in the next level. So, yeah, guys. So hopefully this video's been pretty educational to you. Hopefully I didn't bore anybody to death, but this is kind of like the explanation of relics. And again, guys, the only real ways to dependably get resources for your relics is to gather, basically, just like so. I know my coordinates are showing on the map, and I don't really care. Here's where I'm at, and if anybody decides they want to come attack me, that's unfortunate, but you know, I make these videos for the community, so I don't really care. You know, and that's just something that you guys have to kind of look forward to when you guys do these things. You guys want to make sure that you, I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take this guy off, put Scarlet Bolt in, there we go, now attack. That's just something you guys need to get into the habit of doing, is that whenever you have troops available, you gather, but make sure you puppy guard the hell out of these guys, because if you don't, guess what? Anybody can come over here and attack your troops, and now, guess what? Now you've got no troops to recover from. So, on the Taiwan server, I can just kill these guys. Like, just send out one attack, kill them. But anyways, guys, yeah, love, peace, and chicken grease. Hopefully this video is a little educational. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments, and I am very, very, very tentative about that. So, yeah, be safe, but above all, you know, stay classy.